Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! So, if you can tell from me singing terribly, I just saw the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always 30th Anniversary Special on Netflix. And it is what you would probably expect from a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers special. It's super campy, super cheesy, over-the-top action, and I loved it. I smiled multiple times. There are a bunch of nostalgic moments throughout the whole thing. If you are someone who is a Power Rangers fan, you will definitely enjoy this special. And I kind of want to talk more about it in a spoilery light because, I mean, it's Power Rangers. People have done nostalgia about Power Rangers, and this special is only like 55 minutes. So, like, you could easily just pop it on Netflix and see it, and it's trending really highly on Netflix right now. So you've probably seen it, and you just want to hear someone spout nonsense about it. So, with that being said, from this point forward, there will be spoilers. Go check it out. If you're a fan of Power Rangers and you like campy media, you'll definitely enjoy this. And anyone else who is sticking around at this point, let's get into it. So, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Wasn't Always Special was, about the death of the Yellow Rangers. So, the Rangers reunite to stop Rita Repulsa, who is reincarnated as a robot after she took over Alpha 8's body and she killed Trini. So now, the Rangers are dealing with her death and they have to stop Rita as well as her daughter wanting revenge and not truly understanding what it means to be a Power Ranger. And I thought that was pretty cool. But I kind of didn't like the way they wrote Trini's daughter, Min. Like, she kind of came off a little insufferable. Like, I understand she's supposed to want revenge and she goes through a character arc to become a better person by the end of the film, but I just kind of feel like she leaned a little bit too hard into being annoying rather than being a misguided teenager who doesn't understand what the right path is. They kind of like forced her a bit too hard into the angst. They just need to pull it back just a little bit. Because like, there's just like this one scene right here, I was just like, damn girl, like chill.
Says the guy who caused all this. We all know that if it wasn't for you, my mom would still be here.
It stung, huh? Good.
Like, right? Like, that's a little bit harsh, don't you think? So, I just felt like they leaned a little bit too hard into the angst of the edge with her character, and they could have brought it back just a little bit, and I would have liked her a lot more. And also, no offense to the actress that plays her, this is about these youngins not like growing up and like feeling Power Rangers in their soul, but like,
It's Morphin time!
come on, girl. You have the ability to say it's Morphin time and it's immortalized in a special for people to see forever. Like, you need to put like your core, your heart and soul into that, If like, because I can guarantee you any Power Rangers fan who like, someone's like, oh man, I'm gonna need you to hit that Morphin time right now. Like, it's gonna come out their desk and be like, it's Morphin time. You know what I mean? You gotta feel that, bro. But nevertheless, she did great in the movie. Not to dog her or anything. Obviously the writing isn't her fault. I think she did a pretty good job in the film. And, she worked with the best of what she had, especially given that it's not really about her, right? Nobody clicked on the special to watch the origin story of the new Yellow Ranger in the Mighty Morphin saga. No one did that. Everyone clicked on it because they wanted to see their old-time besties from the original series come back, which only like 2 of them came back because of multiple different things. Obviously, the original Yellow Ranger passed away. Unfortunately, Jason David Frank, who played, Tommy, he's also gone as well. I heard there were like some criminal allegations against the original Red Ranger, and the Pink Ranger had like money disputes with Netflix over what she wanted to come back. So we only got Zach and Billy back for the special. And then they brought in, later incarnations of the Red and Pink Ranger to come in for the movie, which I thought was perfectly fine. It worked really well, and I'm happy they were still able to fill out the team with, other people who have portrayed the roles, in the future of Mighty Morphin as a whole, and I think that worked out very well. The action, obviously, was pretty good. I very much enjoyed it. I think my favorite action set piece is when Zach is using hip-hop keto to beat down a bunch of putties inside of the smoothie shack. Like, that was really fun. I really much loved that. I love the Bulk and Skull reference that was there. It's just a ton of nostalgic moments in this that just make me happy as a Power Rangers fan. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like a massive Power Rangers fan. It's especially not when it comes to Mighty Morphin. I only really watched like the Mighty Morphin movie growing up as a kid because that's what I had access to on DVD. It's not like we had streaming or anything. And then as I got older and I got more into Power Rangers, I watched, the later stuff. I had like the VHS for Wild Force. I watched all of Jungle Fury because that was like my favorite Power Rangers back in the day. I watched SPD, Time Force, so on and so forth. I kind of grew up with like the later iterations, but Mighty Morphin still has a very special place in my heart. And to be honest, none of the Rangers ever beat out Tommy as the White Ranger. He was always my favorite. So, when it came to the special, I did smile and have like a bunch of like nostalgic things happen. But at the end of the day, it was kind of still like, all right, we got this. I'm sure people are going to love it more than me who have a deeper connection to Power Rangers. And, if I'm loving it, you guys are definitely going to love it if you're like a higher caliber of fan than I am. There's a ton of hilarious things that happen in this movie, like Billy being in a Megazord saying, "Catch these hands." Like, I don't know who decided to put that in the script, but like, good job, bro, because that was actually hysterical. Like, I just wasn't expecting him to just get in the Megazord and just be like,
"Come catch these hands."
Like, why? I don't know, but it was good. So I loved it. It was great. I love how the fact that, I guess whether because it's on Netflix or because they know they're going to have a fan base that's going to watch it, it was able to get a little more violent. So like, the people who were fighting in this movie, they were using their weapons, like it was actually like carving up and like stabbing into the putties and stuff like that, which is like, okay, that's cool. I'm happy that they're able to be a little bit more brutal, because if you look at Power Rangers, like it's always just like, it doesn't feel like their weapons are doing anything. Like they'll have swords and axes and stuff like that, and they'll like cut something and it's kind of just like, and it's like, like it just doesn't feel like there's a massive impact there. But in this, you definitely feel the weight of them using their weapons in this, which I thought was really cool. That was a really nice implementation for the special. Honestly, there isn't really much else to say. I mean, it was just a fun 55-minute special. They got to see the cast come back together, be Power Rangers again. It was just really fun. Power Rangers is still going strong to this day, and people of varying different age groups are able to enjoy it. I know, like, for older fans, they have, like, the comics that I need to get into. For, the younger fans, they still have, like, the show going on in America with a bunch of different iterations. Like, I heard there's supposed to be a new one coming out next year called, like, Cosmic Thunder, or, like, Cosmic Charge, or something like that. And, Power Rangers is still like a very profitable and strong franchise that people are still invested in to this day. And to be honest, if you guys want me to look into more Power Rangers media and give my thoughts on like past franchises, like, I mentioned, like, I wouldn't mind going back and rewatching like Time Force, SPD, Jungle Fury, etc. Ninja Storm, that was also a banger that I watched back in the day. I wouldn't mind going back and rewatching a few of those episodes, or even the whole thing, if you guys wanted me to talk about like entire shows of Power Rangers. Or, like I also just mentioned, I do want to read the Power Rangers comic that has to do with Draken. Like, I think that would be really cool. So if you want to hear me talk about that stuff, mention it in the comments. If you happen to see this video and get to this point specifically, which will be very rare. But anyway, I think Once and Always is a pretty fine reunion special, especially since, it could have just been the actors coming back and just reminiscing about the stuff on set. I hate that stuff so much. Like the Friends one, the Fresh Prince one, I don't like those kinds of specials because, like, I'm interested in the show itself. Like, it's nice that you guys got together and talked about what happened, but, like, I hate when they, like, market it as, like, oh, the big reunion special episode, and then it's just the actors talking about stuff that happened on the show, and there isn't, like, new content for the show. It's like, it's not what I wanted. Stop marketing it like that. Anyway, I think that's really about it. I'm the innocent villain. Remember, folks, you're innocent until proven villainous. And remember, once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
Go, go, Power Rangers!